Morning. What are you doing today, Doc? Today I'm going to talk about natural/organic weed and grass killers. So if you want to raise an organic garden, or if you want to use more of a natural product, you want to get away from something like Roundup, I'll show you how this works and explain the difference between something like Roundup, which is glyphosate, and then something like these products, how they work and what's the difference. I'll try and find a link down below. I should be able to find a link somewhere on Amazon to this product, but it's a Dr. Earth product. It is OMRI listed. Now, OMRI, if you want to have a certified organic vegetable, the product that you use has to be OMRI certified. OMRI, they certify the actual products. The USDA certifies the actual plant, the actual thing that you eat, the fruit, the vegetable. That's how that works. So real quick, glyphosate. Glyphosate, believe it or not, glyphosate was a descaler, a tank descaler. And then some guy dumped it out in his backyard and then realized that everything died. What is the good thing about glyphosate? The reason why glyphosate has been so popular for all these years is that when you spray it, it's a systemic killer. And that means systemic means that it travels, you get it on the plant and it travels all the way through the plant down to the root, and it kills the actual foliage and the root. However, once it comes in contact with the ground and organic matter, it actually, within 24 to 48 hours, it's rendered basically useless. It gets eaten up by the microbes, gets destroyed. Matter of fact, it even says on a lot of glyphosate labels not to use something like dirty well water or dirty pond water, because the organic matter in that water will actually quickly degrade the glyphosate and its effectiveness. The other reason why glyphosate has been so popular is I can come out and I can spray. Let's say I want to kill off this lawn. I want to spray off this lawn. I can come out the next day and start seeding. Because why? Because when that glyphosate actually gets into the soil, it's going to become ineffective. It will not kill anything. You literally, there are people that out there that use it for deer food plots. They'll spray a field, let it dry for an hour or two, and then go out and seed right after that the same day. So that's the reason why glyphosate is so popular. Why is it unpopular? Why does it get a bad name? Because obviously in larger studies with farm workers, they've linked that to cancer. But the problem is GMO modified foods. And what does that mean? That means that they have made, they call it Roundup Ready. A Roundup Ready food product like corn, soybean, and wheat means that you can get a plane, fill it up with glyphosate, fly it over that cornfield, spray that whole cornfield with glyphosate or Roundup, and it has no effect on the corn because they have bred it to become Roundup resistant. So all the other weeds in that field will die off except for the corn. Same thing, soybeans. Spray your whole field of soybeans. All your weeds will die off except for the Roundup Ready or Roundup resistant soybean. So that's where we get a bad name from it, because they spray this crop where it's not too far away from harvest time. That's where it gets really all the bad name, is where we're spraying crops that are Roundup Ready and that glyphosate is now in the crop and in the soil and goes over to the human. Okay, so let's talk about these organic killers. Last year we used a product that was a citrus-based killer, and it did a really good job. This is a little bit different. It'll be using Dr. Earth's, but it is organic listed. You spray it down, and they say within a few hours you'll see plants die off. Now that depends, I have learned, that depends on the temperature. If you spray in the summertime, yes, within 3 to 5 hours, you'll see them start to die off. 24 hours, they'll be smoked. In a colder time like this, we'll see. I'm going to go up and spray some rows in the garden, and we'll see how long it takes. I think it's going to take a full 24 hours for it to have any impact, but we'll see. Now, the claim is made that it kills the plant and root altogether. The problem with that claim is that it's not a systemic killer. In other words, it doesn't work into the blood system of the plant. It just basically is a topical. So what it does is it attacks the waxy surface. It breaks down the waxy surface of the plant, and the plant basically dehydrates. That's kind of the simple way to look at it. And the plant dies. And because the plant dies, the root basically dies. So yes, technically it kills the plant and the root, but it doesn't necessarily kill the root from the action of what you're applying on it. It kills the root because the plant is dying. I hope that makes sense. And I gotta tell you what, these fields are looking gorgeous. Clover, rye, everything's popping up. We've reseeded this with chicory and white clover. This is a subsoiler line, so we've done our subsoiler. And then next month we'll actually be coming out here and planting corn in this strip here and each one of these strips. Today is Friday, and then tomorrow I have a whole crew coming out. John, Jeff, and Ryan are coming out, and they're gonna help me start to work on this garden. So I need to spray it. I need to spray this garden right now to try and kill off any of this residual plant life in here. And this is what I'm using right here. I'll put a link to it in the description below, but this is that Dr. Earth non-selective vegetation killer for use in organic gardening, and it is OMRI listed. If you want to be certified organic, whatever you use has to be listed on OMRI. That's just the rule, the way it goes. It smells, I would say, sort of citrusy, maybe even a little bit, mainly citrusy, maybe even a little bit vinegar-like, but really is a shame to be killing off this pretty kale and radish, but I've got a bunch of it still left in the garden. And like I said, you'll see over here, see all this right here? All this right here is in my row. Grasses, everything, so that all has to be sprayed. All right, so I ended up using a full gallon out here, and I went over each row pretty heavy twice. So I went down it, I went over it again, so I sprayed it twice. It's not really warm out today, but hopefully I'll get a little bit of sun in the afternoon. They say you can see results in as little as like 2 to 3 hours. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to have 24 hours, but we'll come up here later today. We'll take a look at it and see if we start to see any die off. Now I will tell you, when I've used these natural killers before, it's always been in the summertime. And in the summertime, you spray this on weeds wherever you got them, wherever you want to spray it. I mean, it literally is just a few hours and you'll start to see them wilt. Again, this isn't a systemic killer. Systemic means that it travels through the bloodstream, let's say. So it travels through the plant down to the roots. This is just a topical. So whatever it touches, it's basically going to attack the waxy coating and kill that. The roots will obviously at some point die, more than likely, but it doesn't necessarily kill the roots. I think that's kind of I don't know why they would say that on the label. It kills the roots because the plant dies, basically. So yeah, let's see. Today is Friday. We'll give it all day. And then tomorrow morning, I'm coming out here with the tractor. I'm gonna start moving topsoil onto each one of these rows. The guys will rake the topsoil, and then we'll probably have to hand dig our compost and put the compost on it, and we're gonna put dirt booster, and then we're gonna till it. Matter of fact, I need to go tune up my tiller right now. All right, so here's another good example. I always have grass and weeds growing this gravel, but the dogs come out here and they go pee and poo out here. So I don't wanna spray any glyphosate out here or Roundup. So I'm gonna spray this. I sprayed this real heavy. And I'm actually kind of shocked. I'm about to take you up to the garden. Jesse came over. He's going to be working out here the next couple of weeks. I'm going to shoot some videos with him. But I was up in the garden, and guess what? everything's starting to die off. Let me take you up there and show you. The girls think they're going to get treats because I came up here and they're sitting here screaming at me. Sorry, girls, you already had your treats for the day. I will tell you that if you, whatever gets coated with this product will actually dehydrate and die. If you have a real thick clump of grass and you don't get in there and spray it real heavy, only what is covered is going to die. But let me show you something. I sprayed this about 9 o'clock. It's 2:30 in the afternoon right now. And you can probably see right now, look at these weeds, look at this stuff dying. Okay, so here it is. Look at this right here. They're basically fried right now. By tomorrow, they should be pretty well cooked. But again, this is, basically if it's OMRI listed, you can sort of eat it. That's kind of how you think about it. But look at all these rows. They are cooked. Now, let's go look at some of the grass that I sprayed. The thicker grass clumps, but this will give you a good example. Where is a thicker grass clump? Did I leave it or did I cut it? Oh no, okay, here we go. So look here. So you can see there's like gray grass right here. And then some of it's green that didn't get sprayed. Did get killed off pretty good. But I don't want to come spray Roundup out here. This is the food. This is where we're going to plant our food. I don't want that stuff in my soil. I want something natural. And this really does, look at this one. Ooh, I must have sprayed this pretty heavy. Here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example. See how gray this is and dehydrating? But if I look down deep, it's still green. And it's not going to die down there. I'd have to cut this and spray it. So anyways, but it is effective. It really is effective. This is only a few hours and it's a warm day. It's getting close to 70 degrees and it does knock it out. So if you want something natural, something safe, I do like this product and it acts fast. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, by the way, Jesse's coming out here. I have a possibility. See this inside coop and then I have an outside run. There is a possibility. Jesse's looking for some work. He's been working with me the past couple years on and off. He's got some free time. I may have him build another inside coop run over here and get a different breed of chickens, cut this outside run off here and have these girls that side over here and this side over here. I don't know. That is a possibility. Anyway, so he is going to come up and he's going to spray the barn. We want to paint the barn to match the house. He's going to spray the container. We got a bunch of stuff will go on. Anyways, that's it. I'll talk to you later. Doc, good results.